Narrated by Jabir bin Abdullah. The Prophet peace be upon him and his companions assumed ihram for Hajj, and none except the Prophet peace be upon him, and Talha had the hadi, sacrifice, with them. Ali arrived from Yemen and had a hadi with him. Ali said, I have assumed ihram for what the Prophet peace be upon him has done. The Prophet peace be upon him ordered his companions to perform the Umrah with the ihram which they had assumed, and after finishing Tawaf of Kaaba, Safa, and Marwa, to cut short their hair, and to finish their ihram except those who had hadi with them. They, the people said, how can we proceed to Mina for Hajj after having sexual relations with our wives? When that news reached the Prophet peace be upon him, he said, if I had formerly known what I came to know lately, I would not have brought the hadi with me. Had there been no hadi with me, I would have finished the state of ihram. Aisha got her menses, so she performed all the ceremonies of Hajj except Tawaf of the Kaaba, and when she got clean, from her menses, she performed Tawaf of the Kaaba. She said, O Allah's Messenger peace be upon him, all of you are returning with the Hajj and Umrah, but I am returning after performing Hajj only. So the Prophet peace be upon him ordered Abdurrahman bin Abu Bakr to accompany her to Tanim, and thus she performed the Umrah after the Hajj. Narrated by Hafsa. On Eid, we used to forbid our virgins to go out, for Eid prayer. A lady came and stayed at the palace of Bani Khalaf. She mentioned that her sister was married to one of the companions of Allah's Messenger peace be upon him, who participated in 12 Ghazawats along with Allah's Messenger peace be upon him, and her sister was with him in 6 of them. She said, we used to dress the wounded and look after the patients. She, her sister, asked Allah's Messenger peace be upon him, is there any harm for a woman to stay at home if she doesn't have a veil? He said, she should cover herself with the veil of her companion, and she should take part in the good deeds and in the religious gatherings of the believers. When Atiyah came, I asked her, did you hear anything about that? Atiyah said, by Abi, and she never mentioned the name of Allah's Messenger peace be upon him without saying by Abi, let my father be sacrificed for you. We asked her, have you heard Allah's Messenger peace be upon him saying so and so, about women? She replied in the affirmative and said, let my father be sacrificed for him. He told us that unmarried mature virgins who stay often screened, or unmarried young virgins, and mature girls who stay often screened should come out and take part in the good deeds, and in the religious gatherings of the believers. But the menstruating women should keep away from the musalla, praying place. I asked her, the menstruating women? She replied, don't they present themselves at Arafat and at such and such places? Narrated by Abdul Aziz bin Rufay. I asked Anas bin Malik, tell me what you remember from Allah's Messenger peace be upon him, regarding these questions. Where did he offer the Zuhr and Asr prayers on the day of Tarwiyah, 8th day of Dhul Hijjah? He replied, he offered these prayers, at Mina. I asked, where did he offer the Asr prayer on the day of Nafr, departure from Mina on the 12th or 13th of Dhul Hijjah? He replied, at Al-Abta, and then added, you should do as your chiefs do. Narrated by Abdul Aziz. I went out to Mina on the day of Tarwiyah and met Anas going on a donkey. I asked him, where did the Prophet peace be upon him offer the Zuhr prayer on this day? Anas replied, see where your chiefs pray and pray similarly. Narrated by Abdullah bin Umar. Allah's Messenger peace be upon him offered a 2 rakat prayer at Mina. Abu Bakr, Umar, and Uthman, during the early years of his caliphate followed the same practice.